What's going on, everybody? This is a non-spoiler review for Backrooms. This is the movie from superstar Kane Parsons, 20-year-old Kane Parsons, YouTube reviewer, now directing a feature film. The hype behind this thing has been massive. It's a psychological horror starring Chiwetel Ejiofor, Renata Reinsve, Mark Duplass, a handful of other really good actors in this movie, yeah, for sure. I knew nothing about this movie going into it. I didn't know a single thing. I didn't watch a trailer, nothing. So I didn't know what I was getting. As it starts out, I'm like, oh, is this a found footage movie? They certainly use found footage, but it is not a found footage movie. I think that the best way, if you're going to like soup this thing, it's like Blair Witch sprinkled with Lost, sprinkled with Severance, with Alice in Wonderland, and Barbarian. Put all those together, and you get this journey of Chiwetel Ejiofor, who discovers this. He's a down on his luck. He's been going through some stuff. He's an alcoholic. He's lost his wife. He's seen his therapist, not romantically. He's going to his Renata, who plays his therapist, and he's telling everything that's gone down. He was an architect, and it just all went to shit with his marriage, and now he's selling furniture. And while he's selling furniture, he discovers this other dimension. And while he's in this other dimension, it's just office space. And it goes on and on and on, and a maze, and just this crazy shit from one room to the next. And he's got to try to figure out what this is, and we have to try to figure out what this is. And then he's got to get other people involved in it, and then it just untangles. So what I liked about this movie, first of all, I love the music. And I'm more so of a psychological horror thriller. Let me figure it out. I'll be creeped out along the way. As long as I'm interested, just make me think and creep me out. That's what this movie does. It absolutely does that. Along the way, you're just following it. It's visually stimulating. Chiwetel Ejiofor is just such an incredible actor that the second you set him up, you're with him. You're trying to understand what he's doing, the decisions that he's making. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And as I said, as they mix a very good job of mixing like the found footage aspect with the traditional filmmaking, and including the great music and the great acting, and I'm on board. The issue that I have with this movie is maybe not an issue that you're going to have with the movie. I don't love the ending. For the first, let's say, I don't remember how long the movie is. Let's say it's an hour and 50 minutes long. So for the first hour and 35 minutes, they're taking me on this one journey with one particular route, and I'm on board the whole entire time. And then they make a shift and they go in a different route, and you're either in or you're out for that one. It kind of lost me at that by the time they made that move. And by the time they finally get to the end, I go, huh. But I don't know if I'm going to be in the minority, in the majority of that. I might be in the minority. If you are on board for the ending in this, I think you're going to love this movie. It's a very well-made film. It's a very well-acted film. It's a very well-directed film. It's a well-written film. It's just a matter, for me, of where it ultimately went at the very end of it. And it had my interest for so long that by the time I was like, oh, I think that it just made too much of it gets really, really weird too. I don't mind that. I think you kind of have to get weird with the premise of this, but be prepared. It gets really weird. That's not the part. It's just a matter of at the end, I kind of scratched my head a little bit, but the visuals, man, there's some really creepy, fun visuals in this one, to where it's not just jump scare stuff. Just disturbing images that aren't just in there to be disturbing. They're in there because it fits the narrative. It fits the narrative of what this all is. It fits the narrative of throwing it in at the right moments. There's some stuff in there that kind of remind me of a little bit of kind of James Wan-ish. I wonder if Kane Parsons was inspired by James Wan at all, because there's some stuff in here, some of the visuals and some of the things that are happening that remind me of some James Wan type stuff. But I like the idea And I like the idea of not knowing what's happening and following these things. And for me, it's always about, do I care enough about the characters? And I do. I just feel like by the time they want me to feel about one character, I've spent so much time dealing with other things that I'm like, oh, I don't know if we have enough time to do that right now. But it's a good movie. And I think people are going to really dig it. And like I said, I just don't know if you're going to love the ending. And if you do, I think you're going to love the movie. But overall, for me, I'm going to say there were some things that were jarring from time to time. There were a couple times that they did, even though the creep and weirdness works, it was like it would get to a point like, oh, we're getting a little too weird. Then they bring it right back down. A little too weird. But some people are looking for weird. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say for me, I'm going to go at a 10 scale for this one. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go stupid decimal here. I'm going to go 7.7 out of 10 for this one. If it would have nailed the landing for me, it probably would have gotten the 9s, maybe even close to 9.5, because I was like, what's happening? Like that's why I brought up like Lost and Severance. Like you have that moment of just like trying to figure out why is everyone in this scenario, in this circumstance? Why are they there? And it does a good job doing that all the way through to the end. And just like those shows, you're either going, oh, really? That's why. Okay, I don't know if I love that. Other people that love that. So this is going to be a good conversation for people. This movie's going to do very well. And it's a good theater experience. I don't regret seeing it in the theater at all. At all. And I think it's a good movie to see in the theater. And the music, who did the music? The music was genius. Some of the best music I've heard so far in film this year. So dug it, liked it a lot. Glad I saw it. Very good directorial, I think, debut for a feature film from Kane. 20-year-old kid doing this. Yeah, I can call him a kid. Great job. Should be super proud of this movie. And with phenomenal performances. Not one weak performance this entire thing. So got a couple appearances from people from Shrinking, from Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Stacked. So are you going to see Backrooms? Do you care? Do you not want to see it? Do you want to see it? Are you a horror thriller person? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Thank you for being here. If you're brand new to the channel, please click subscribe. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we can do it. Just got to hit that button. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the flip side.